Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, August 20th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. The first Congressional Republican signs on to a potential assault weapons ban. Congresswoman Tlaib urging lawmakers to punish Israel after her travel restriction. The Attorney General fires the prison director following Jeffrey Epstein's death. Elizabeth Warren apologizing to Native Americans for claiming Indian ancestry. And presidential candidate Marianne Williamson has some interesting ideas on redecorating the Oval Office. Also coming up, my message of the day: why is airline travel so bad? But first, Congressman Peter King becoming the first Republican to publicly support an assault weapons ban, calling the high-powered firearms, quote, weapons of slaughter not needed in everyday society, unquote. King is sponsoring a separate bill that expands gun background checks, legislation supported by just a handful of other Republicans. Congresswoman Tlaib urging members of the House to punish Israel after that country canceled her tour of the West Bank, saying lawmakers here should examine the $3 billion aid package the USA gives our Middle East ally. Attorney General Barr replacing the director of the U.S. Prisons Bureau following the death of billionaire Jeffrey Epstein inside his Manhattan jail cell. Dr. Kathleen Hawks Sawyer set to take over the federal agency. Outgoing Director Hugh Hurwitz, appointed by Jeff Sessions in 2018, will be reassigned. Elizabeth Warren apologizing for her Indian controversy, the senator speaking at the Native American Presidential Forum, admitting she had made mistakes in claiming she was part Cherokee. Warren changed her ancestry from white to Native American during her time at the University of Pennsylvania Law School in the early 1990s, thereby giving her minority status in the hiring cycle. Democratic presidential hopeful and self-help author Marianne Williamson offering some interesting ideas on redecorating the Oval Office. Williamson telling supporters she will remove the portrait of President Andrew Jackson, saying the country needs to atone for Jackson's handling of Native Americans in the 1830s. There is no truth to the rumor that Ms. Williamson would replace Jackson with wind chimes and candles. Next, the message of the day: why is airline travel so bad? In a moment. My friend Glenn Beck launched realestateagentsitrust.com for a very simple reason: to help you sell your home for top dollar as quickly as possible. His team quickly realized there are 3 keys to success. 1, selling or buying a home is a very complicated process and difficult to navigate, so choose agents with a long track record of success. No part-time or inexperienced agents in their network. 2, market value for your home cannot be calculated using computer models. It takes years of expertise to evaluate your market and to price your home to sell quickly for top dollar. Beck's agents are experts in your neighborhood. And 3, home sellers most genuinely like the agent they choose to trust their home to. That's why we select agents who are fans like you. They do business like you, and they share your values. realestateagentsitrust.com was started to help you buy or sell your home fast. Get moving with realestateagentsitrust.com, realestateagentsitrust.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day: bad vibes in the friendly skies. Last week, a flight from New York's JFK airport to Miami spent 7 hours on the tarmac before taking off. Delta issued a statement, quote, Flight 2385 with service from JFK to Miami was delayed due to weather in both Miami and New York. Customers were offered both water and snacks while on the tarmac and were offered the chance to take a bus back to the terminal. We apologize for the inconvenience, and the plane has since taken off from Miami. That was issued last week. So let's break this down. There was rain in Miami, but there's always rain in Miami in the summer. There was no rain in New York. I experienced this on a flight from California to New York recently. The airline told me there was a weather delay in New York and the weather was perfect. Okay. The real story, after I investigated, was that there was a runway repair scheduled way in advance that backed up flights. The airline lied to its passengers. Now, we do have passenger rights when we fly in airlines in America. They do exist. Here's what we have, so you know. Denied boarding. U.S. airlines consistently overbook to ensure they make more money. If you are denied boarding, passengers can be paid up to $1,350 in compensation, but that doesn't apply if you voluntarily give up your seat because they'll offer you money at the terminal. Tarmac delays. If there is a delay on the runway of more than 2 hours, passengers must be given food, water, access to bathrooms, and medical care if necessary. But they don't have any food on many of these flights. So you get peanuts. Water, sometimes it comes out of the tap they have. Now, after 3 hours on the tarmac, passengers must be given the option to leave the plane, but many do not want to do that because of their luggage. However, none of the above rights I just stated are legally required if the pilot decides to delay the flight for safety reasons or air traffic control deems deboarding the plane would cause significant disruption. Now, safety reasons could be weather. That's why they do the weather thing. So this is just a ruse. This whole thing is a ruse. Now, if they lose your luggage, the airlines must pay you up to $3,500, but you have to show proof of what was in your bag. That's not easy to do. Okay, why is this happening? Money. It's money, money, money. Flights are basically cheap in America. Airline profits are through the roof. Delta, $563 million profit in 2018. American Airlines, almost $2 billion in profit. JetBlue, $1.1 billion. Southwest, $654 million. United Airlines, $462 million. Airlines are making money all over the place because they know how to game the system. Oh, there's rain. Oh, there's wind. And therefore, they don't have to compensate anybody. Also, the crews. How many times have you gone to the airport and the crew isn't there? That's to save money. Bottom line, the government needs to oversee the airline industry much more stringently. Much more. That is the message. For more news analysis, please head on over to BillO'Reilly.com and check out the No Spin News every night, beginning at 7 Eastern. Coming next, something you might not know. The Amazon Capital One data breach just hit. 106 million of us just had our names, home addresses, banking information exposed. Forget credit card theft. Your far greater risk is home title fraud. Title fraud is rampant because identity thieves figured out the title and mortgage to our homes are kept online. Their big payday comes by forging your name off your home's title. So it appears they own your home. Then they borrow all your equity till it's gone. Forget your insurance, bank, or identity theft program. They don't touch this. Home Title Lock does. And they do it by locking down your home's online title and mortgage. The first 60 days after crimes like the Amazon server Capital One breach are crucial. So I got you 60 risk-free days of home title lock protection. Claim your 60 risk-free days at HomeTitleLock.com and enter your home address to see if you're already a victim. That's HomeTitleLock.com, HomeTitleLock.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The Northern Territory of Greenland making headlines. It seems President Trump might be interested in purchasing the massive island, telling journalists he's eyeing it because of its abundant resources and geopolitical importance, but that it's not a high priority for him. Well, this is not the first time America has entertained the idea of buying Greenland. In 1946, right after World War II, President Harry Truman offered Denmark $100 million in exchange for the island. That's the equivalent of $1.3 billion today. Greenland was not sold. Denmark didn't want the deal. So what exactly would the USA be getting for our tax dollars if President Trump bought Greenland? Well, it is the largest island in the world, spanning more than 830,000 square miles, about 25% of the continental U.S. landmass. That's a big island. It's home to about 57,000 people, most of them natives. Only 12% of Greenland is of European descent. Politically, Greenland is considered an autonomous region within the Kingdom of Denmark. They have their own 31-member parliament led by a prime minister, which handles the country's internal matters. Greenland's largest asset is the abundance of natural resources there. According to the Brookings Institute, Greenland has vast deposits of undiscovered iron, lead, zinc, diamonds, gold, and uranium. Geologists also believe the country contains some of the world's largest remaining oil resources. There you go. Also, the USA knows that Greenland is a valuable military place because it's so close to Russia. That's why Harry Truman wanted to buy it, to keep an eye back then on Stalin and the Soviet Union. In the end, the biggest barrier to purchasing Greenland is not the price, but the Danish government, which says it doesn't want to sell. Perhaps President Trump can make Denmark an offer it can't refuse when he visits that country in September. Danish Prime Minister Frederiksen has publicly called the idea absurd, though that could just be a negotiating tactic. We'll be right back. It's an uncertain world out there, you know that. Disaster can strike at any time. So you need to be prepared to protect yourself and your family. One way to do that is with freeze-dried food. It tastes good, it's healthy, can be stored for 25 years. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. I have experience with them myself. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All of my refrigerated food done. But my food supply from Wise Foods was as fresh as the day I received it. Visit Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/bill, and explore their starter kits and long-term emergency food options. They are even offering free shipping plus a big discount of 25% off for my listeners. So please go to wisefoodstorage.com/bill, wisefoodstorage.com/bill, or you can call 855-269-0501. That's 855-269-0501. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.